Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Bohan Girl 84 and it's been a while. Good to see you guys. As you can see, I'm okay. I'm alive. I've just been busy with life, that sort of thing, but I've been wanting for a while to sort of ease my way back into the world of Let's Plays. At least that. Not so sure about live streaming, but we shall see. I have been wanting to actually play, kind of get back into it because as you guys know, at the time that I'm publishing this video, Shadow of Rose, the new DLC, one of the new DLCs for Resident Evil Village, has come out. I of course played the main campaign for Resident Evil Village. I have yet to play Shadow of Rose. I do want to do a let's play of that, a blind let's play of that, so I am hoping to kind of do it. I just wanted to, like I said, ease my way back in. I was a little rusty, so I had to sort of remember how exactly do I set up a let's play. Like how do I record my audio, how do I record my video and whatnot. And my setup is slightly different. As you can see, I don't have a green screen right now. I just decided I'm actually using my phone as my webcam. TMI. But I kind of miss doing this, so like I said, probably the third time I'm saying this, but yeah, definitely it's good to be back. So as you can see by probably the title of the video and the title screen that you see here, or not really the title screen, but the option screen, I am playing for you guys the Resident Evil 3 remake. I have streamed this before. This was back when I was streaming on Twitch. I streamed this a few times. As you can see, I'll show you here, not in options, but is it bonuses? Records? No. Well, just trust me. I've played this game a bunch of times. I've beaten this on every single difficulty. Okay, this is what I was looking for, the results screen. So here's proof. I've beaten this on every single difficulty level, all 5 of them, from Assisted to Inferno, and I have all the records or the achievements, for whatever they call them, trophies for this game, and I just decided to do this format for it. Just casual talking while playing. And yeah, without further ado, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and play a new game. I'm feeling hardcore. Let's do hardcore. Let's give that a shot, see how well that goes. So here we go. Resident Evil 3 Remake. This is on the PS4, I should mention. I also have this on the PC. I haven't played it yet though. I wanted to play it for like the mods and whatnot, but I have all my records on the PS4 version, so, and of course all the difficulty levels and whatnot. But hey, let's do this. Resident Evil 3 Remake, I'm sorry, for the PS4 on hardcore. Resident Evil 4 is next year. So, Raccoon City is an industrial metropolis located in the American Midwest. Jill Valentine, a member of STARS, has been conducting investigations solo. Look at that. And I didn't read the rest because I was too slow BSing. Sorry.
This pandemic has spread faster than any disease in modern history.
Angry mobs throughout the city, commercial buildings. Authorities are bracing for more rioting tonight.
He was knocked unconscious at school level.
Citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella. It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
Hi, welcome back. Alright, to me, I should say. So here we are. First I want to say that intro, that live action intro, definitely was channeling some serious Resident Evil Apocalypse vibes. The whole, like, you know, that second live action movie with Mila Jovovich and whatnot. I don't know why. But here we are, we're in Jill's apartment, and there's a familiar sight. What's interesting is that a lot of these books here, I recall seeing them when I played Resident Evil 7. I played Resident Evil 7 only one time. I should go back and play it. But, I remember... I forget which one. They Killed Him, I think, was one of them. But anyway, she's got, of course, a few posters here. This girl right here, to me, she looks like Aya Brea from Parasite Eve. This looks like Madonna. And this TV has seen better days. Let me go ahead and close this. Like a torrential downpour out there, like a freaking typhoon or something going on out there. She's got a beer. What brand of beer is that? I can't really tell. Jill's got like multiple copies of books. What was it? I think I saw one here. Unnerving Combat was up there. And then Jill, like the stereotypical like obsessed investigator, has this like big board. I don't know what you call this, but anyway, here's a map of Raccoon City. It's channeling like Silent Hill for me whenever I look at the Silent Hill map in any of those games. Spooky. It's a very nice apartment. I like it. Alright, let's get in here. And Jill has this handgun I see in case the sink decides to act up. Here we go. Let's go ahead and shut this off. She seemed to have left it on, or somebody left it on. I don't know.
Every night.
So based on that comment, she seems to be suffering from nightmares. And here's something that's interesting, and I never noticed this before. I played this game a bunch of times, but she says that September is the worst month of her life. Worst month in my life. You see that written at the top of that calendar there? I mean, you would think it's July, but so why is it the worst month of her life? I'm very curious.
3 more days. Then I can kiss this town goodbye.
So she's planning on escaping September 30th. That's interesting. So we're getting on in days. So there's her dog. I don't know who that guy is. The picture of that guy right there. No idea. These look like still shots from the intro, so
What's going on out there?
we'll leave that be. Let's see what's going on here.
Too many pills.
That's a lot of medication she has on her nightstand right there. She's got case files, fingerprints, and whatnot on her bed. I like to just kind of look at details in games of late. I didn't really used to do that when I was younger. But hey, I always feel like people, game developers and whatnot, like, they deliberately put things in games, so it's like I want to look at them, you know? Okay, let's turn this light on. Here's the board again, and this time we could read some files on the board. Here's one. Jill's report. September 26th, September 26, 1998. It's already been 2 months since that mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't progressed exactly as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that this helps lead to the truth. The T-virus. Those infected by this virus seem to become literal zombies. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Contact with crows, which have eaten infected carrion. Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. It should be noted that those who survived the incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. We ought to remain vigilant even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, that's an understatement. I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. So that's pretty interesting what she's saying. Like, she suspects that, that there's a possibility that there's at least a 2-month incubation. Why is the window open? And this infamous STARS photo. I really want a copy of this photo. And it's certainly... Capcom's getting their mileage with this photo. How many games has it been in? Absolutely amazing. Of course, there's a picture of Annette. So it's interesting that Jill is aware of Annette and has a picture of her up here. Even though you don't really see them interact like in the games. Investigation notes. Umbrella. Pharmaceuticals company, industry leader in market share, focuses on military weapons development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company, also secretly developing bioweapons. T-virus outbreak at Arkley Mountains Research Facility, predicated the Mansion Incident. Conspiring with Raccoon City leadership, large donations to Mayor Warren's office, effectively controls the city. So, I do recall that she references that in her monologue, Jill, in the original version of this game, which, by the way, I'm going to mention a lot of comparisons between this and the original game. That's a picture of the entrance or the gate to the RPD. Some of these pictures I can't really make out. Human eating cases is stalled. Look at that. Just some of the headlines there. Unsealed envelope. They've got me pinned down at home. Guys across the street are watching me from their window 24/7. Are they Irons Men? Umbrellas? I don't know, and there's no real difference anyway. I know what they're trying to do. They want to wear me down, torment me into compliance, and it's working. I'm barely eating, barely sleeping. I'm going crazy. I feel like the living dead. But I won't let them win. I have to get out of the city and find a way to make them accountable. They'll send someone to silence me, of course. Of course. If you hear that I've been killed, or whatever it is they do to people like me, you must pick up the investigation where I left off. I've enclosed my files. They'll tell you everything you need to know as long as this package isn't intercepted. I'll be moving out at night. 5 days. Wish me luck. So I guess she wrote this 2 days prior to present day now. And I wonder who that's specifically addressed to. There's no name. Maybe Brad. I'm not sure. Okay, here's another file. Message from a colleague. To Jill Valentine. Hey, hotshot, how you holding up? I still can't believe Iron suspended you. It's such bullshit. He ought to pin a medal on you for making it out of that hellhole back in July. Of course you're gonna poke around and ask questions about it. What was that? I hope you're not mad at me for keeping my head down. Everything's been happening so fast. STARS was the pride of the force. When the chief disbanded us out of nowhere, I thought for sure I was gonna lose my job. Word has it you're planning to leave Raccoon City, so I guess Jill hasn't been all that discreet about her plans. I figured you wouldn't take the suspension lying down. Just promise to watch your back. Umbrella won't sit by while you try to dismantle their business. By the way, take care, Jill. Brad Vickers, STARS Alpha Team. Now and forever. P.S. Had to slip this message to the pizza guy to avoid detection. Enjoy the extra large Mega Meat Supreme. Okay. It's on me and the guys. First of all, what other guys? Because I think Chris is out of town. Barry's out of town. Because Brad will make a reference to that. Slight spoilers for the next few minutes. But really? Extra large Mega Meat Supreme, huh? Couldn't just go with extra cheese. Had to go with the mega meat. All right, cool. I'm not sure if there's a hidden message there, but whatever. Anyway, Jesus. Okay, so Jill is a tad messy. Let's look at her fridge. Let's see what's going on in there. All right, she's got like a bunch of beer, but she's got raccoon milk and other things. Cool, nice. Moving on. If it wasn't so messy, it'd be a nice apartment, but listen, can you blame her? She's been through hell. All right. Let's drop a deuce or something. I forgot to mention, I am in her STARS outfit, the alternate costume she has for the game. The one other alternate costume she has. Really slimmed down the choices here in this version of the game. You remember the original game? How many alternate costumes she could get? And hey, it's a third-person game. I remember people were like, I guess freaked out, myself included. I suppose I should answer that, huh?
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
Don't know what she wanted to grab. And we'll never know. So we're hitting the ground running. Here we go. It's very fortunate we could get in here. I wonder if you stay in there, does he come in and kill you or something? I've always been too chicken to try. It always amazes me whenever I play this game how shocked she is that this is happening. Like, has she not been watching the news? Like, to me, I feel like there's a progression, right? You know, this didn't just happen in one day. Raccoon City becoming overrun with infected people, right? All right. He's very fast and very agile. God, he's so strong, he punched the floor and it collapsed. That's amazing. I do actually really like the cinematic choices they made just in this whole sequence right here. Get out of town. That's our goal.
Jill? Over here!
Brad!
You okay?
What was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard-on for the only two stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
How'd this all happen so fast?
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids.
I mean, she does say, how did this happen so fast? But still,
Hey, wait! Down here!
I feel like she would have heard about it.
How could this many people be infected? Brad! Here they come!
Here!
There's so many.
Alright, let's dodge these guys real quick. Get in Bar Jack. Is this the same bar as the first scenario in Outbreak? It's been a while since I've played that game.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
It's kind of a bit of redemption for Brad there. Like, bravely telling Jill to go because he knows he's infected. Not really in line with his character, I'll be completely honest. Okay, I'm not gonna bother shooting him. I'm gonna save the ammo that I have and keep moving. Crazy! Okay. In Inferno, I think... Nightmare in Inferno, there's a zombie, I think, here in front of that gate.
Parking garage. Got it.
Here's an old friend.
Are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The
take
only safe place isn't here!
Can talk to him some more, so let's do that.
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
You just want to steal my safe house. Get your own, Missy.
Missy?
Oh.
Would you please calm down? I'm a police officer. I'm here to help.
Oh yeah, you've been doing a bang-up job. You want to help? Go handcuff yourself to one of those freaks.
Sir, this is your last chance. No one else is coming for you.
I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone.
That last line is verbatim from the original game, and yeah, if you look up here, this looks very similar to the counterpart warehouse in the original game. And of course, you can get a little extra dialogue if you do this.
There! She's trying to kill me!
I love it. Alright, got some ammo going. So yeah, the intro to Nemesis getting introduced like right at the beginning of the game, the way that he is, it's an interesting choice, I'll be honest. Woo! Oh shit, dogs. Okay, I should probably move. Alright. Got distracted by the graffiti. I love these sort of basically seamless transition between a cutscene and gameplay. I think the re-engine does a great job. I guess I can credit the game engine for that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give myself a little. I don't think that guy comes out of there, right? In the booth. Oh my god. Oh my god, maybe just fall. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did this. By the way, this is pointless button mashing in this game. I had heard that that's kind of a carryover from Resident Evil 2 because you could use defense items, but I guess they just didn't bother to remove that from this game. And I failed my first encounter with a zombie. Can only go up from here, right? Maybe. So yeah, Nemesis is his intro. Like, there we go. His intro is very sudden, and I appreciate that aspect of it. Like, okay, he's relentless. He went right to her apartment where she is, right? I don't really understand what happens there. Did he destroy the helicopter? I would think so, right?
Come on. Start, damn it.
And fun fact,
It's my turn, bitch.
this is the same car model as the one Ethan Winters drives in Resident Evil 7. This is a little unbelievable that she survived driving this car off of the roof, no seatbelt on. And she's fine. She can just crawl right out of the car. That's amazing to me. I think that's great. He drops the rocket launcher.
I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos. I'll save you. Come on. Let's get you someplace safe.
There's Carlos, aka Eye Candy. I'm sorry, they did a great job making him look great in this game.
I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit to close this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Such an odd line.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Look, we're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that. You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on. It's this way.
Yeah, I deliberately was walking slow through that part because I think some of that dialogue gets skipped if you go too fast. At least I recall, like, my second or third playthrough, I was surprised that there was some more dialogue. I think the what's wrong with Umbrella part can get cut out if you run too fast. Something. I'm not exactly sure what causes the dialogue to be cut, but some of it doesn't play. Another thing I want to mention here is the aesthetic of the subway platform and whatnot, definitely very, very, very similar to a typical New York subway. stop, subway platform or subway station. I don't know why. It's just interesting to me. Like the subway tiles, the signs, they look exactly like what a typical New York City subway station would look like. Just think that that's interesting.
Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Okay, first things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
Think I'm injured because of the zombie.
Shit, Captain. They really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that I will miss.
Get that little extra cutscene, or that scene, rather, I should say, of Carlos spraying Mikhail with the first aid spray. Alright, here is a file intended for the UBCS mercenaries. Ammo crafting guide. On the battlefield, if you run out of ammo, your gun's about as useful as a wet fart. Want to stay alive out there? Then get these basic formulas into your skull. Handgun ammo, gunpowder ×2. Shotgun shells, gunpowder plus high-grade gunpowder. The magnum ammo, high-grade gunpowder ×2. Once you're stocked up, get out there and join the party. Let's give these or those dead motherfuckers something to eat. Just make sure you don't become dessert. Like, just don't do it, you know? Alright, it's a good thing that those are going to be the weapons that we either have or are going to get. So that's really convenient. Isn't that just dandy? So yeah, going back to the whole, like, Nemesis introduction, as cheesy as it is, I kind of like the original version a bit better. Yeah, he's not introduced too far into the game, granted. He kind of jumps down once you and Brad kind of meet up for the second time, right outside the RPD. And I mean, I just kind of like that there's a little bit of dialogue before that when you meet Brad at the bar, and he's like, he says something like, he's coming for us. He's after STARS members. There's no escape. And as cheesy as that is, I kind of like that. That kind of sets up a bit of suspense. It's like, who is Brad talking about? Who is this person? Who is this thing that's after STARS members? Anyway, tabloid front page. The Cannibal Murders, a complete digest. Really. In the gray of the morning on September 25th, a frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as, quote, disheveled, like a vagrant, was attacking a passerby north of the Lambs Museum of Art. The responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covered her body, and she had been dismembered, suggesting she had been eaten. The third known incident of its kind to occur in Raccoon City this month. So who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? We here at News Comment have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patient Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment for since August might not be settling for just the cafeteria food. So why was Jill talking about how did this all happen so fast? You would think she would like know about this because she's investigating this. I guess you could argue maybe she's been kept out of the loop for some things, like maybe Spencer Memorial was covering it up. I don't know, because this is a tabloid and people, you know, people tend to be like, oh, tabloids are tabloids. So can you believe them? I love the gnawing feeling comment right here. That's fantastic. Our reporters have infiltrated Spencer Memorial, asked the tough questions, and come back with horror stories that will make your stomach roil. Turn the page for the scoop. Well, Jill says, I don't have time for that scoop, because that's all we're going to get. That's it. But we are going to see cash, important, earnings, braking, driving, 4 wheels, apricot gummy, mint candy, poppin' beans, what does that say? Cow? Tropic? I'm not saying that properly, I'm sure. Wealth. Stumps. And then, the best sellers. They killed him. Undercover thrill. Deep kiss. Creators' rights. And this looks like a Game of Thrones ripoff. A Song of Ice and Fire. Eric the Dragon Slayer. A nice selection on that stand. Are there files here? No. Let's press on, shall we?
Jill? It's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Alright, reactivate the power at the substation is our objective. And this is gunpowder we're picking up. As well as the classic iconic herbs that are in every single Resident Evil game. And we're equipped with a knife. One of the first things that I kind of noticed and was surprised by was the fact that the knife in this game does not have that durability element to it, that mechanic. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to combine. Make a full heal whenever we can. So the knife does not have a durability. This knife will last forever, and it doesn't, like if I stab a zombie with it, it won't stick into the zombie like it does in the Resident Evil 2 remake. So I found that to be interesting that they got rid of that mechanic for this game. UBCS Herb Field Manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get scratched up. You want somebody to kiss your boo-boo? Go someplace else. Here in the big leagues, we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. High potency mixture, green herb ×2. Maximum potency mixture, green herb plus red herb, or 3 green herbs. First aid spray. Can't make these yourself? Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done and then go grab a beer. That sounds great. And I did purchase a few of the like special items for like achieving certain, achieving various records in the game. And so these are available here. And so what I'm going to do, kind of put some stuff away. So yes, in addition to those 2 hip pouches, I have a habit of calling them side packs just because of the original version of the game. But yeah, I have special weapons that I've purchased. So like an infinite handgun, infinite CQBR, I don't know what that stands for, but close quarters, that's all I got. I don't know. Assault rifle, and then of course the infinite rocket launcher. I also have the coins that allow me to recover health, which I might just kind of pop on now. Sorry. And what else do we got? And also these items normally I could, in the game. Oops. You pick them up a little later. But you can buy them and get through the game, get through certain locations a bit earlier, that sort of thing. So what I'm gonna do for right now is kind of put some of these things in my inventory, and I am gonna go ahead and save my game right here. I think it might be a good time to go ahead and call it for this first episode of my Let's Play of Resident Evil 3. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed as I save right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks, yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I certainly am. It's good to be back. Feels a bit strange, but it is good to be back. So, I will hope to continue this. And like I said, hope to do some other Let's Plays in the near future. So, definitely am looking forward to those. Hope you guys can join me for those as well. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.